Somebody requested I explain how I made my seat frame that goes underneath the seat on my Pescador Pilot 12. I felt I was sitting too low, so I made this, raised myself up a little bit. Alright, so I'm going to talk through it. This front piece right here is 10 3/4 inches long from here to here, and this bottom is also, it's a round bar, 3/4 inch round bar. You could go to 7/8 inch round bar, probably fit better. I made up the gap with some Gorilla Tape, but 7/8 would probably fit perfect all around there. I didn't have any because this is all made out of scrap metal. Okay, so those are both 10 3/4 inches long. This center bar is exactly 20.5 inches long. Well, it's supposed to be, but there is a little gap here. We just did some funky welding. It should be 20.5 inches from this edge to this edge. Because this, from this channel, the center of it, to this center has to be 20.5 inches exactly for the seat frame. The seat to fit perfectly in it. These back pieces are 13 5/8 inches long. They're both made out of angle. I didn't need round bar on the bottom of it. The only reason I need a round bar on this one is for these seat clamps to fit around it. It just slides in exactly the way that the seat originally does. Slides into the track. I also made these legs out of round bar, and I put a V-notch in them and welded them like that. Those back ones are 3 7/8 inch long from the top to the bottom with a V-notch cut in them. The front ones are 3 inches long with a V-notch cut into them. The reason they're different heights is because I use the angle on the back. Okay, so this raises my seat up. I don't have my tape measure, but it raises it up almost 4 inches. I get a lot. I find my butt doesn't hurt as much after being out there for a while with it being at this height. So the way you weld this together, you put this bar down first on a flat welding table, and you got to cut it 45s on both ends, and it's got to be 20.5 inches exactly from center to center. So you lay that down, you put these bars, put this bar down, tack it to it, and then make sure that back bar is exactly 20.5 inches. Tack it to it, make sure it's squared, and centered, and just after it's tacked up and it's all centered all the way from here to here at 20.5 inches, then you just weld it up. But make sure you go slow, just tack it a little bit, weld it, tack it a little bit, weld it, move around so you don't warp it with the heat. It's pretty solid. It holds, supports my weight. Good. And this just sits in here on the back. On the front, I have a couple of hose clamps holding it in place. I'd probably throw one on here to take that slop out of it a little bit. But anyway, it works good. The other thing that we did to the seat is we changed these straps. We went all the way around it and back down. Just got this stuff at Hobby Lobby follow directions from another guy's video on YouTube. I'll put a link in this so you can check out his video on how to change these straps, make it a lot more secure. I was seeing my straps were stretching at this point right here, and I was afraid that I was going to break it out there in the water, and then I'd have no backrest at all until I got off and fixed it. I wanted to do a little preventive and fix that ahead of time. Well, I hope this video helps somebody make it more comfortable for them out there on the water. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe.